It's your boy TheOneJP on TheOneJPtv. Today we're going to talk about the 10 steps to becoming a free agent worldwide. And these are very important steps that every man, if you're trying to be a free agent worldwide, you gotta have these few steps, these top 10 steps that will help you to achieve the ultimate goal, which is to be a free agent worldwide. Now, I made this because I felt like it needed to be made, and men need to know what kind of outline that it takes to be a free agent worldwide. And here we go. Let's get started. Number one, this is the number one rule to being a free agent worldwide. You gotta be single, okay? How else are you gonna be a free agent and not be single? Okay, you gotta be single. That's the number one goal, number one attribute, because you don't wanna have to be dragging unnecessary female weight around with you as you're trying to circumnavigate the world, do your thing, travel, that's what this is all about. So being single is very important, guys who are locked down in relationships, you can't be a free agent, let alone be a free agent worldwide, so let's get that straight, clear that up, so guys won't be confused about this. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you want to be free agents, but if you can't, you can't. You just can't be a free agent because you're locked down. You're in a relationship, you're in a long-term relationship, you're in a marriage. You can't be a free agent, period. Okay? So this episode is for educational purposes, learning purposes, for those men who are single and who want to be free agents worldwide. You gotta be single, okay? That alleviates a lot of BS, a lot of mess that, comes with being in a relationship. You just can't do it. You gotta be single to be a free agent. Number two, you have to have from no more than 10% debt, okay? You need to have the lowest amount of debt possible. And that comes to whether you have car notes, whether you got credit card bills, whether you got child support. You got to have your debt way, way, way down. For every, like I like to tell guys, for every dollar of debt, you need to have $4 to $5 of income. And that will help you stay on top of your finances so you can continue to be a free agent and be able to travel the world and do different things. You gotta have that debt down. Keep that debt down. Keep it down. I don't care what's going on around you. I don't care what people are getting into, what they buying, and whatever they're investing in, all that kind of stuff. It's good to invest, don't get me wrong. It's good to invest, but we're talking debt. Things that they don't have, excuse me, they're more like a liability than an asset. That's debt. And you want to make sure that when you look at all your bills each month, that the majority of your money is not being spent on bills, okay? You need to have them bills way, way down. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got to cut your cable, if you got to adjust your cell phone plan, you know, whatever you got going on with that. Everything. Look at your debt situation. Look at your debt to income ratio, you know, and really focus in on that and find ways to find more money so you can do more things. You understand? So that's key. That's very key. Keeping that debt down. That's number 2. Number 3, what we got? Oh, you gotta have your passport and you gotta keep it current. And that means every time it comes due to get it renewed, get it renewed. And then on top of that, this is the caveat to that. Stay out of trouble. Because you get in trouble any kind of way with the laws, any type of thing, situation that's going on in your life, that could hurt your ability to keep and maintain your passport. Hold on. It's 8:25 a.m. in Austin, Texas, and it's hot. And I'm just out here chilling on one of my properties, and I felt like, you know what? Let me drop this top 10 Free Agent Worldwide outline for brothers to make sure that I help and do my part to help you become a free agent worldwide. And like I said, you gotta have that passport. Gotta keep it current. Check with your local post office. Check, go online. See all the things that you need to do to make sure you can get your passport. And then once you get it, you gotta walk that line. You gotta be someone that's, you avoid trouble. You stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in every way. I see a lot of people online getting in situations at the mall, getting in situations with the police, and getting in situations with other people out in the world. Well, those people, to me, are not thinking to stay out of the way. See, part of being a free agent worldwide, you need that freedom, okay? You need the freedom to be able to travel the world and go places and see things and do things and be a free agent worldwide. If you ain't got no freedom, don't nothing else matter, okay? And part of that freedom is getting your passport. Gotta have your passport. Get that passport. When I got mine, it was like, I got a passport for me and my daughter. I think at the time it was like $150 or something like that. It took a few months to get it. Once I got it though, I felt like new money. I felt like, okay, now it's really on. I just opened a door to better my life. Getting your passport helps you open doors. And it's a wonderful feeling to know that, okay, I'm not trapped in the matrix. I can get out of here when I get ready. And that's a beautiful thing. Get your passport, guys. Get your passport. I don't care if you don't have any trips planned yet. Get that passport, because you don't want to have something come up before you get it and then you can't get it. You see what I'm saying? Go on, get it. It's kind of like getting your degree, getting your certification on something. Get that passport. It's a very important thing. It's a very important tool that you can use to better your life and be a free agent worldwide. Gotta have that passport, fellas. Number 4, you cannot be afraid to travel alone. I see so many guys who they don't take trips unless they got their homeboys with them, or the homeboys, they all get together. It's a group thing all the time. It's that I gotta be around my boys. I got to hang with my homies. I want them to experience what I'm experiencing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you gotta understand, everybody's life is different. Everybody got things that's going on in their life, circumstances that are different than the next man. So if he has a situation where he can't go when y'all trying to plan a trip, or you trying to plan a trip, why would you postpone your trip because he can't go? That's almost like being a female. I mean, it's like you don't want to go unless your homeboys go. You know? It's like, as a man, you gotta be willing to travel alone. You gotta have that Lewis and Clark mentality that, man, I'm gonna get out here. I ain't waiting on nobody, okay? If my boy can't go, he just can't go. I'm gonna have to catch him next time, okay? But this time, I'm out of here, you know, because life is short and you wanna live your life to the fullest, okay? You're not living your life to the fullest if you're waiting on your homeboy to get all their situation straight and so they can be able to go with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, some men, some of y'all out there, y'all grew up with homeboys, y'all tight, thick as thieves since y'all was kids, and y'all don't do nothing without each other, you know, other than having sex with a broad. Some of y'all doing that together with broads. But as a man, you know, as I grew and started to develop as a man, I always didn't have a problem traveling alone because, see, I'm from Mississippi. So the Mardi Gras right down the street, like 2.5, 3 hours, right? I used to go to the Mardi Gras at age 16 by my damn self. You know what I'm saying? I would just roll out. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't shit to do in Jackson, Mississippi. So I felt like, you know what? Let me roll to New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Because it's right there. Why not? Plus, at the time, my mom was living in Biloxi. That's right down the street. You know, Gulfport, Biloxi, like 30 minutes from New Orleans, maybe an hour. So I would go crash in my mom's crib, then jump in the car and roll on down to New Orleans and see what's going on. You know, whether, you know, I take in some touristy type of shit or just walk Bourbon Street, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking 16 years old, 17 years old, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't afraid to do none of this, you know? Because, you know, I got kicked out at 16. So once I got kicked out, once my pop said, buddy, you got to get up out of here, I immediately said, okay, I'm a grown man then. And I'm going to operate like a grown man. I'm going to do things like a grown man would do. So when I started to make decisions and started to, you know, decide, okay, I want to go here, I want to do this, I want to do that, I came at it from a grown man standpoint. I didn't come at it from a teenager standpoint that I need to have my boys with me. I got to, you know, let me go round up a couple homeboys and we roll out. Nah, I didn't do that, you know, because for number one, I was able to get my hands on a pistol at a young age. So I always had protection with me everywhere I went. So I didn't really care where I went. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. Let me say it like that. So as I got older, that attitude just continued to follow me. I just kept that attitude of, hey, I don't have a problem traveling alone. Matter of fact, I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? And I took that into adulthood, you know, and I just said, okay, part of being a free agent worldwide is I cannot be afraid to travel alone. You got to be willing to get out there and go do some stuff on your own, fellas. You know what I'm saying? If you're not willing to do that, you're not really a free agent worldwide. You're just, you know, you're trying to get there, but you still got these anchors, you know, these friends and associates that you feel like you cannot have a good time without them. And that's the wrong way of thinking, brother. Fellas, I'm telling you, I mean, you can have so much fun by yourself just as much as you can with somebody. You gotta be that type of person. I mean, you know, like I said, Lewis and Clark, you know, I grew up on that ideology. You know, they were some travelers that went out and explored everything and, you know, just got out there. That's part of being a free agent worldwide, fellas. Not being afraid to travel alone. Number 5, you gotta be adventurous. You gotta be someone that likes to make memories. And that takes a level of confidence and courage that you got to tap into. You got to dig deep on that, because a lot of men grew up, in the Matrix, not having that adventurous spirit, that core confidence that comes with you being an individual. Confidence above all. I made a video about that. Check it out on my page, on my channel. It's very important. Confidence can take you places that you never thought you would go. And it's a beautiful thing to have a level of confidence and no fear to get out there. You know what I'm saying? To me, being a free agent worldwide, confidence gives you your wings. You don't have to second guess yourself. And then that goes back to having to have your boys go with you, because your boys will make you second guess yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things that they don't want to do, like, say, for instance, parasailing or skydiving. See, that's something that comes from an individual. You have to be an individual to want to do that. You can't do that based on your homies and your friends, because you might be scared. They might be scared. So in order for you to really tap in and say, man, I want to skydive, well, you got to have some individual confidence, brother. You got to be the type of brother that say, man, I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm going to be adventurous. I want to try some things I've never tried, like parasailing, skydiving, snorkeling with whale sharks, things that seem out of the norm. Part of being a free agent worldwide, you got to be willing to do some stuff out of the norm. You can't just do the same old thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna really have that much fun. You gotta be somebody willing to be adventurous. Make memories, go places, see stuff. You know what I'm saying? Take pics. Send those back to your homeboy. Let them know you really kicking it out there. That's, to me, that's so important. That's so important to being a free agent worldwide, is that you gotta be willing to travel alone. You gotta have that confidence. You gotta have that, because it will stop you. It will stop you from doing so many things if you don't have that confidence and you're not willing to take that step to say, hey, I booked me a trip. I'm going to the Maldives. My boys can't go. Oh well, I'll catch them when I get back, but I'm out of here, because life is short and this is the window I got for me, and I'm gonna take it. That's how you gotta live your life. You gotta live your life like that. And you're an ultimate free agent worldwide when you do that, because that means you ain't waiting on nobody's decisions to do something or get something done or go somewhere. All right? So that's very important. Be adventurous, guys. Make memories. Go places. You know what I'm saying? I had so many friends in the military and family that used to write home, to me and tell me what they're doing. And I felt so trapped, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, damn, maybe I should have joined the military. And my pops told me a long time ago, never join the military. So I never joined. But I had so many cousins and family members, friends that joined the military, and some of them had great times. Some of them got stationed in Spain, some of them got stationed, in other countries where there are military installation bases, American bases and stuff, to where they ended up staying there, like Okinawa and Tokyo and Hawaii and just different places all around the world. They ended up staying there, starting families and everything else, and they would come home occasionally. And every time they come home, I saw something in their eyes, like, damn, this guy has done something that's enriching. They've done something that's changed the way they look, changed the way their attitude is, changed the way they talk to me, even changed the time we spent together when they did come home. They were so ready to leave and get back on the plane. It was like, wow, something really touched them, that They saying, fuck the Matrix. Right? And I thought about that. I was like, wow, you know, something about those guys who join the military, even if they station out on a battleship, it's exciting. It's something they're doing that's enriching them, you know? And I always wanted that. So I was like, damn, how do I get that? Well, I said to myself, I gotta be adventurous. If I'm not gonna join the military, I gotta get my money up so I can travel like those brothers. So that's what I did. You know, I did everything I could to get my money up in various ways, you know, to be able to get my passport and book trips. And that's what I did. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and let my soul die and not experience something in my life. And my experience, when I say experience stuff, I'm talking about travel, you know, going places, not just in America. I'm talking about outside the borders of America, the Matrix, you feel me? And I just felt like, you know, I'm destined to do that. You know, I'm destined to do that. And I felt like, how can I do that? Okay, like I said, I gotta keep my debt down. I'm single. I was married 25 plus years. My wife passed away in 2015. So I'm single. You know, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not trying to get in a relationship. I don't want no relationship. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can offer females is some hard dick and bubble gum, and I'm out of bubblicious. You know, guys who are still in the dating world, you know, still dealing with all of the shit that goes on with relationship and dating. I'm gonna let y'all have that. Okay, I see all the content creators doing show after show about women in America, Matrix women, and I'm like, y'all had it. Y'all can have it. I like watching y'all, but I ain't finna be doing no bunch of videos about a bunch of Matrix women at all, and relationships and dating. I'm a free agent worldwide, so the content you're gonna see from me is coming from a single man's point of view. All right, single. Right? And that means I ain't got no baby mamas. I ain't got no bras trying to come over and bust my windows and cut my tires. I ain't dealing with no extra attitudes, funkiness, and all kind of shit that comes with relationships these days. I don't want none of it. You understand? I'm single for life, for the rest of my life. Which brings me to my next point, number 6. Purpose over pussy. I feel like in order to be a free agent worldwide, you have to be a man that's purpose driven, and your purpose manifests over everything. Whatever that purpose is, if your purpose is to travel, be debt free, not have a lot of stress in your life, do things that you want to do when you want to do them, your purpose, that's important. That's important. I mean, to me, that all of that stuff trumps pussy, because I've been privileged to have so many women throw them draws at me that I wouldn't say I'm burnt out on sex, but I can get it when I want it. You know, I'm not the type of guy that, man, I gotta go out here and holler at females every weekend at the club, you know, and try to improve my roster and whatnot. I don't have that. See, the way I've developed my relationships with women over the years is that every woman I ever had sex with, we still cool. So I can get on the phone right now and call up a female that I might have had some relations with some years ago, and we can still fuck to this day. That's the kind of relationships I've created with the women that I've dealt with over the years. So it's not like I just need it. I gotta have some sex. I gotta have it. You know, when I get that urge, I just get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I can make it happen within 24 hours. That's me. Every guy ain't like that. Every guy ain't like that. I ain't gonna sit here and say every guy's like that. You know, it takes some real playeristic-ism to be able to have it like that. To have a female just, oh, JP, oh, what's up? What you doing? I ain't heard from you in a minute. We need to catch up, type of shit. Every guy ain't got it like that. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Every guy ain't got it like that. And I'm fortunate to have it like that because I've never been one to chase women. I've always chased my purpose. And that is what makes women chase me or be available for me. You know, I know women right now that don't want to get into another relationship because they waiting on me. And I tell them, don't wait on me because I'm not finna marry you. I'm not finna have a long-term relationship with you. I'm not finna get into that boat. You know, we can kick it. We can do our thing. But that's it. I mean, you know, and some women are cool with that, you know. They feel like, hey, I would rather be single and have access to JP than to not be single and lose access to JP. You feel me? So I got a special situation with the women I've dealt with over the years. You know, I never hound them. They never hound me. If they do get into a relationship, it is what it is. And if they feel like, hey, anytime they want to catch up with me, we catch up. It is what it is. And that's the way I've developed my ability to be a free agent worldwide, is to not chase women. I've always chased my purpose. I've never, not once, gave up on my dreams, my purpose, my focus, and what I'm trying to do with my life. And that, like I said, ever since a youngster, I've always wanted to travel the world. And that's what I'm capable of doing right now. And setting things in place to make trips and do all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Travel the world. And like I said, free agent worldwide. Those three words mean something to me. You see what I'm saying? Free agent worldwide. And when I coined that phrase, I was like, you know what? That is exactly what I am. You know what I'm saying? So let me just settle into that role, you know, of being a free agent worldwide and help other brothers who are trying to be free agents worldwide to let them know that, hey man, this is beautiful. It's not something that you need to shirk to the side and be like, that's some old niche, you know, some guys out there who can't get no woman and all this kind of stuff. Look, listen. First things first. The world is 7-to-1, women to men, the ratio. All right, this has been going on since biblical times. Okay, the Most High made it that way. So men are never in a shortage of women, never. Okay, so anybody that tells you different, that he's single because he can't get no woman, don't believe that shit. That's those people projecting because they don't want their man or some or other man that they're trying to get at to be single. They trying to get him and lock him down. And as a man, you got to be able to operate and say, hey, I'm a single man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna live my life to the fullest, and I'll think about a woman later. You know what I'm saying? When I get to that age of where, okay, now I'm chilling, I'm ready to settle down, you know, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was married 25 plus years. So I ain't missing nothing when it comes to marriage and relationships. I ain't missing nothing. I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? What they call marriage when you get 25 years, you're silver. You know what I'm saying? It's called being silver. Silver anniversary, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And so I'm a silver fox. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a free agent. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know, I wanted to get married. I enjoyed my marriage. I had so much fun during my marriage. You know, you have ups and downs, arguments and debates and things like that and all that. And you're dealing with two personalities, you know. And It wasn't until after my wife passed away and I realized, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to fill that void because I made so many memories with that woman that it would, to me, a new relationship would be erasing that 25 years of memories. I don't want to do that. You know, I had too much fun. Plus, I got a daughter out the situation, man. And it was beautiful, you know. But now I'm at another level. I'm at another chapter of my life, and that chapter is being a free agent worldwide. And and I stress this to guys, any guy that will hear me in the sound of my voice on this video. Don't rush to get married. You know, marriage is something that's organic, something that has to grow on its own, okay? And a lot of times, and I'm gonna be real, we don't marry the woman that we think we wanted to marry. You marry the woman that you need to marry. That's what ends up happening in most cases. Guys, oh man, I got this vision. You know, she gonna have this Coke bottle figure. She gonna have this. She gonna be making this kind of money. She gonna be doing this. She gonna be doing that. This, that, and the third. Wholesome family, good people. This, that, and the third. And 9 times out of 10, it don't turn out like that. So one of those factors might not come into play, but you still marry that woman because she met all of the other parameters. You know what I'm saying? But that's life. But back to the topic, the 10 steps of being a free agent worldwide. That was number 6, purpose over pussy, guys. Always put your purpose over pussy, no matter what. I don't care what it is. If you're someone that's trying to start a business, if you're a landscaper, if you're someone that's, trying to flip houses, if you're someone that's trying to, you're a cook and you're trying to be a chef and you want to be the best chef, you got to focus on your purpose, man. That sex, that is icing on the cake of your purpose, because it's gonna always be there. It ain't going nowhere, okay? And the right woman will walk into your life. You ain't gotta go find her. She gonna walk right into your life. You know what I'm saying? Because you are following your purpose, okay? And the Bible says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing. That means you have to search. It's gonna be a search, but at the same time, you don't need to be out here wasting your time searching, okay? If you own your purpose, a lot of that search is gonna eliminate a lot of the boogers. And then you're gonna see clearly the remaining women that can enrich your life and benefit your life. And that's when you know it's time to find one, okay? Because there's so many out here, so many traps, booby trap females out here that will ruin your life before it even gets started good. So keep that in mind, guys. Purpose over pussy, that's number 6. Number 7, you need to have some stable income. I don't care what it is, whether you got an online business or whether you work a 9 to 5, you need to have a stable income. You need to have some money, period, bottom line. I mean, don't think you can be a free agent worldwide without no money. You're gonna have to have some money. And a lot of men out there, we know a lot of men out there have 9 to 5s, okay? That's just, it is what it is. That's the way the system is set up. Some of us have the ability to not work a 9 to 5, but still bring in income, whether it's an online business or some type of trade, or you're selling stocks or something you're doing that provides you money without having to work a 9 to 5. You still got to work, okay? Still got to make some money. Bottom line, got to make some money. And you got to have, in the process of having that money, you got to have your launch pad. And that comes down to, I don't care where you live. You can live in Bali. You can live in South Africa. You can live in Brazil. You can live in America. It does not matter where you live, okay? As long as you're bringing in the money. Because you can get to the places that you're trying to go if you got the money, okay? To me, I don't look at a guy who has a crib or living in Brazil as someone that is a level above me. They're not. They just live in a different location. That's all it is. They still got to make money. They still got to live. You know what I'm saying? So that's key, guys. You got to have some money coming in, okay? Whatever that money is, whatever you're doing to bring your money in, you got to have some steady money coming in to be able to be a free agent worldwide, to be able to even attempt to, get into this lifestyle that we love. Get some of this glass sun coming up on me. But that's important, guys. I decided, since I have a couple of properties in the Matrix, that this is going to be my launch pad. I didn't want to sell everything and then move to a country where I might not be happy. Because even though some of these places are very beautiful and touristy and chill, and you love to visit, you love to want to go to, it's a reason that they're touristy. Because after a while, you're gonna get bored and you're gonna need some stuff to do. And at this juncture of life, America, the Matrix, if you're a single man, it's still the place to be. I mean, visiting places like Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, South Africa, Barcelona, man, all that's beautiful. All that's beautiful. But I like to be around activity, life, and the Matrix is just popping like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have no problem jumping on a plane, but to wake up every day, I'm gonna be honest with you, to wake up every day and say someplace like Rio, I probably wouldn't want to do every single day, because Rio is a different animal than the Matrix, yeah, you got the beach, but you still gotta make some money. You gotta figure that out. And if you have an online business, okay, you can live anywhere in the world. But that don't mean that just because you can live anywhere in the world is better than the place that you at. It doesn't mean that. It just means that that's a different place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example, the Maldives. The Maldives is very beautiful. But after about 2-3 weeks, you bored as hell, because it ain't nothing to do. It ain't nothing to do. But, kick it and look at the water. It ain't a lot of black people. Okay? That's something you have to think about, the culture, it's a culture thing, and that goes for anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Me, I felt like, okay, I could live anywhere in the world I want to live right now, but I want to stay here in America and travel to those places. That's what I want to do, because one thing I look at is the infrastructure and what America has put together and built. Certain countries you can't do certain things. It's just different. Where different places you go. You know what I'm saying? I know the guys out there who try to say, oh, you can live in Colombia for $300 a month. Okay. Well, something comes with that $300 a month. You're gonna be lacking on a lot of stuff. Your internet gonna be dropping out. You got crime that's running up on you left and right because you're from America. There's things that come with that low cost of living. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just paradise. This is the part that guys don't tell you. They'll tell you, oh, you can live here for this much a month. Okay, what comes with that? Okay, it's everything's scaled down. If you're not, if you're used to having certain amenities, you're gonna have to chuck them amenities. Them amenities are gonna have to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? And if you're the type of person that's not adventurous and don't get out that much, you're gonna be bored in the mud. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm an adventurous cat, you know what I'm saying? Athletic cat. So I get out, you know what I'm saying? I go places. I don't just go just to go party. You know what I'm saying? I go to absorb the culture, you know, see some things, learn some things, understand where I'm at, you know, enrich myself. And see, a lot of guys don't do that. A lot of guys, the only thing they thinking about is pussy and partying when they get to where they're going. Not me. I have a whole different approach. That's why I said you got to be adventurous. You got to be somebody that likes to get out there and then try new things and see new places, take pics and do different stuff, you know, and really enrich your life. And from that aspect, you can live anywhere in the world, you know what I'm saying, as long as you can get to those places, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Like I said, a stable income, whether you got your online business or you, whatever you do, you know, have some stable money coming in and a launch pad. You got to have a launch pad to be able to do what you do. And when I talk about a launch pad, I'm talking about a house, you know. Guys who live in apartments, I'm gonna say this about apartments and I'm gonna move on. I've always been fearful of living in apartments. You know, even if I was to move to another country, I would want a house or some type of condo that's separate from everybody else, you know, like a condo building type of situation, you know, almost like a house. Because I used to live in these apartments that caught on fire. And that's the worst feeling in the world to have, to come home and you pulling up and smoke is billowing out of your apartment complex. You don't know if it's yours or whoever, and you are just frantic, going crazy, and then you come to find out that everybody has to evacuate certain buildings and whatnot because some fool fell asleep with a cigarette and caught the apartments on fire. I was a victim of that, you know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I was able to get the majority of my stuff out of my apartment into a storage, into an area, because I didn't have a lot of heavy furniture. I didn't have a lot of big things. So I was able to get the main stuff out of my apartment because the adjacent apartment was on fire. Fire trucks, we talking 2 to 3 fire trucks trying to put that motherfucker out. That's how terrified I was. Like, this fire is about to jump over to my pod. You know how the apartments are broken up into different pods. Well, the fire was right next to mine, and it was just, you know how the wind blow, man. It ain't nothing to catch them shingles on fire. But they kept it under control and got it under control. And from that point on, I said, I ain't living in no apartments no more. I'm gonna give me a house. And that's what we did. Moved into a house. And now I'm at the point where I got 2 of them, okay? And I'm happy. You know, I feel good about that, you know. That's something important for men out there. If you're trying to get into a living situation to where you're feeling comfortable, I suggest that you get to a house as soon as you can. You know, don't spend the majority of your money and time renting in an apartment and stuff like that, because fire is one of the biggest things. And then you have situations where the management change, they up your rent, all kinds of crazy stuff goes on. Then you have neighbors banging on the wall. I had one situation where I used to live in these apartments where this couple used to fight all the time in the middle of the night, and you can hear them bumping up against the wall, throwing each other up against the wall. You know, I don't know what they were doing, slapping each other, throwing dishes, whatever, but you can hear the banging and boom, boom, boom in the middle of the night. I had to go over there one night. Man, what's going on? And they got quiet. And then he came to the door. I said, bro, I'm trying to sleep over here, man. Can y'all please keep it down? And he was mad and shit. Looked like he had just got through whooping on him. I'm like, see, that's another reason I don't want to live in apartments. You know what I'm saying? It ain't comfortable. You know, you on the edge, really, living in apartments. So I suggest, guys, get you a launch pad, like a house. And that way you feel more comfortable as you progress to become a free agent worldwide. What's up? Number 8. Don't be afraid to make new friends and meet new people. You know, part of being a free agent worldwide, and that's even just in your regular city right now where you at. You got to be willing to meet new people. You can't just have a certain circle of friends and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That shit get boring. You know what I'm saying? Because you know everything about them. You know what I'm saying? And what they about and this, that, and the third. I always want to be someone that gets out and meet new people. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that, you know, life is short and who knows who you might meet. You might meet a business partner that helps you advance your business, you know, and get to being a free agent worldwide that much faster. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to meet new people. Be someone that's open to meeting new people. Be a people person. You know what I'm saying? And that will help you expand your boundaries to be able to be a free agent worldwide even faster. You know what I'm saying? Number 9, learn the language wherever you go. Mi español un poquito. But that's one of my languages that I work hard on, Spanish. Because, you know, that's just, I live in Texas. I speak to a lot of Hispanics daily. You know, I know some Hispanic women, you know, we kick it all the time, and sometimes they want to talk in Spanish. You know, it's funny when I talk to them in Spanish because my shit's so broken up. I have them laughing and giggling and shit, but at the same time, they like, he's learning, he's trying to learn it. You know what I'm saying? So they be willing to throw words at me, you know, certain words, you know what I'm saying? So, and not just sexual words, you know, words in conversation, you know. So I find it very important to learn the language wherever you go, okay? If you're going to Thailand, you need to learn how to speak Thai. If you're going to Barcelona, you need to learn how to speak Spanish. I believe that Spanish is the main language over there. Whether you're going to Colombia, you know, you need to speak the language, okay? You need to be able to speak and talk to people, you know, because that's going to limit you if you can't, okay? Download a translator on that. Get your translator app. That's the quickest way to learn the language of wherever you are. You change that, you know, you put that particular country in, type in some words, find out what you're saying, and then immediately go out there and start trying to talk to people with it. And it'll help you. You know, I think part of being a free agent worldwide is having a worldwide vocabulary, okay? Being able to talk to people in different cultures, different languages. First of all, you're gonna get a lot more respect, you know, and you're probably gonna get a lot more doors opened up just by being able to speak the language. And number 10, which I should have had at number 1, but I know that this is the most boring one, but it's actually the most valuable one. Safety first. Safety first. Always, whatever you do in life, figure out the safety factor of it first and how it's going to benefit you to help you with whatever situation that is. Whether you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to pay off some debt. You know, this safety don't come in when people think about debt. Safety comes in when I think about debt, because debt is an anchor. And to me, if you're anchored down, that's not safe. You know, safe is when you got the ability to go to your bank account, get out some bread and go do. You know what I'm saying? That's safety. Learn how to shoot a pistol. You know, go to the gun range. Keep up with your health as far as your checkups at the doctor. You know, your eyesight, your vision, your overall health, exercising, things like that. When you go places, you keep your head on a swivel. The same way you operate in America, in some of these cities, which are very dangerous, you gotta have that same attitude when you get ready to go to another country. And, you know, not just think, oh, I'm just going to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Because when people see an American, first thing they see is dollar signs, right? And the criminals, first thing they see is, okay, how can I knock this brother? You know what I'm saying? And you've seen it plenty of times in Colombia and different areas of Brazil, South America, but they rolling up on the motorcycle jackers. You know, they rolling up with the pistol and taking stuff from people and stuff like that. And you gotta watch out for stuff like that. You know, know your surroundings. You know, learn your surroundings. Don't just be a goofy. You know, thinking I'm in another country. I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, and thinking that okay, it is what it is. No, it ain't what it ain't. You might think it's this is plush. This is easy. Then next thing you know, a couple cats roll up on a motorcycle, get you off everything you got because you weren't paying attention. You know, like I said, safety first, guys. Very important. And that's my last tip right there. Number 10, top 10 tips that you need to be a free agent worldwide. And on that note, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. It's your boy, The One JP on The One JP TV.